Many relationships are suffering and groaning in pain due to some unexpected poison that has been used to feed the relationship between two people in love. Relationship is meant to be a state of probation and examination. It is a primary, period of time, to carry out a thorough relation examination and study between two partners in love. It is an avenue to exercise themselves in order to embrace the cause of compatibility and companionship for clarity. Now, in this video, I'm gonna hit your mind with 30 poison that kills relationship. Let's go. Welcome back to Daniel.T relationship channel, where we build successful relationship and marriage. My name is Daniel, and into this video, I'm gonna hit your mind with 13 things that kill relationship easily without easy solution. Let's go. Now, in this video, I would like to be somehow explicit. Okay, now pick your pen, look for your jotter and start jotting things down, because this is gonna help you, either now or in the future. Try to, get all these points down. Very, very important. Now, the number one on my list is what I call mutual respect. Yeah, mutual respect kills relationship. When you don't have, a respect for your partner, this kills relationship very fast and easily. Why will you be with your partner without giving him or her regard, without giving him, without having a kind of mutual respect for her? Now, without wasting our time, I would like to be giving you these the warning signals as fast as possible. The warning signal number one, come on, write this down. Write this down. This is gonna help you. The warning signal number one: you have no regard for your partner. If you have no regard for your partner, that is a warning signal that you don't have mutual respect. Warning signal number two is not being humble. When you are not humble, that is a warning signal that you don't have a mutual respect. Then, why the warning signal number three is when you are too rigid and behaving arrogancy. So this is a sign that you are not practicing a mutual respect. Okay, and respect, don't forget that respect is a reciprocal, right? So if you don't have respect for your partner in same relationship, tell me, how will you respect him or her when you get married? The number two on my list here is what I call argument. Argument kills relationship very, very fast. This is very, very paramount, and you have to take into consideration. It's normal for argument to come us between two persons, but without using your brain, something might go wrong. Okay, so I'll be giving you some points, some warning signals under this point, which is number two. I call arguments right now. Number one, not being a listener to get better. If you are not a listener to get better, to amend some things, and you always argue, come on, use common sense. Number two, not being submissive. We have to love our partner, right? Why the woman, let me use the word lady or woman, have to respect or submit to the man, okay, or to subject to the man advice. Okay, so not being submissive can suffer your relationship, can make you pay for what you don't deserve. Now, warning signal number three is when you are not flexible or teachable. When someone is not flexible and teachable, he or she can be behaving arrogantly. Okay, so, and this is gonna affect your relationship so badly. Take note of this. You have to be flexible and teachable. When you are teachable, you'll be flexible enough to adapt. Okay. Now, the number fourth warning signal here is when you are proving perfection and to know. In a relationship, is a state of probation, right? It's a state of examination. It's a state for you to study, to calm down. If you didn't calm down, if you are not submissive, you can never learn. So don't be proving that you are perfect. Nobody is perfect in a relationship. We learn, we study every day. Okay? When you are proving perfection, you will never be ready to learn. Now, the fifth here is what I call uncontrollable. You have to be controllable. Take for instance, you as a lady, you are dating a guy and you are not controllable. Come on, what the fuck is that? You have to be flexible, okay? Be controllable so that your relationship will not collapse unexpectedly. Now we are moving on to the number 3 of the points, or of the poisons that kills relationship. Now the third point on my list here is what I call nagging. Okay, you don't need to nag. If you are a kind of a flaws and mistake finder, you are nagging. You are a nagger. Let me use the word nagger. Okay, I don't know whether there's any English called nagger, but you are a nagger. Stop finding your partner flaws. Stop finding your partner flaws on the norms. If that's happened, it's just a means for you to correct her or him, not to be forcing him to change, not to be mounting pressure on him or her. It doesn't sound great, right? So it's a state of which you guys to come together. Okay, you did this something wrong, give the person time to work on it. Give the person time to think about it. You don't just start nagging. Come on, let me start giving you some warning signals under this point. So when you are sensing this kind of signals, you should know that it's a warning signal of nagging. Number 1 warning signal is when you are complaining too much on unnecessary or small things, or when a matter in the state of matter arising. Okay. Number 2, flaws and fault finding. Number 3, when you discover that your partner is forcing you to change, magically or dramatically or drastically, and when it's constantly harassing you to do something. Take note, these are the warning signal of nagging. The number 4 on my list here is what I call transparency. Oh my God, how will 2 people be in a relationship and they are not transparent and they are not open-minded? Okay, when you are not transparent enough and you are not open-minded, how will your partner study you or understand you? You have to be transparent. Now let me give you some warning signals under this point. Not being transparent. You have to be transparent. Number 2 is doing things behind your partner without his or her consent. Okay, you have to be transparent. Make things open in your relationship so that your relationship can be a success. Now, number 5 things that kills relationship is what I call lack of quality time. Come on. Sincerely speaking, this is one of the traits and one of the qualities that I really like or want in a woman. Seriously, it's one of my love language and I really cherish this a lot. Quality time is very, very important in a relationship. Now, let me give you some warning signals under these points. The warning signal 1 is what I call spending less or limited time with your spouse or your partner. Come on, if you are sensing this, you should know that this is a lack of quality time. You should know that you lack quality time. Okay, you should be able to render a quality time or imbibe or acquire the standard or the quality of quality time in order to please your partner, in order to help your relationship. So when you are sensing that you are spending a very limited period of time with your partner or with your lover, this is a warning signal. Now the second signal is when you discover that it is very difficult for you to watch a movie or watch a show with your partner. For you and your partner to do things together. If you find it difficult, that is another warning signal. Now, the third warning signal I will give you under this point is when you find it difficult, to spend, enough time with your partner without distraction. Many people will say, "Come on, I have time for my partner. I have time for my lover," without knowing that the time is just useless. When you are with your partner or with your lover, you are present phone. When you're supposed to be doing something else, when you're supposed to focus on your partner, you gist together, do things together, play together, do some, reasonable things together. So you now isolate yourself somewhere else and start pressing phone. Your partner might be at the right, you be at the left doing something else. No, that is not the quality time. The quality time means when both of you come together, share things with each other, do things together. Yeah, the number 6 on my list here is what I call poor communication. Poor communication kills relationship. Okay, when you lack communication. When a relationship lacks communication, it's liable to die young. Or when your relationship lacks communication, there's no tendency that the relationship will last. Communication is key. Even if you are keeping a long distance relationship, this is very, very important. A long distance relationship without a very quality communication, without a standard communication, without a helpful communication, when you are communicating sporadically or intermittently, it's very, very dangerous for a relationship. You have to cultivate the habit of a good and standard communication for a relationship. So now let me give you some warning signals under this point right now. The first warning signal is when you discover that you find it difficult to communicate with your spouse or with your partner. That is the first warning signal. The second warning signal is when you discover that you are not vocal to handle communication. When you discover you are not being vocal to handle communication. Not being vocal means when you can't express yourself. When you are not bold enough, or when you are having a kind of drawback to communicate with your partner. That is another warning signal. The third warning signal is negligence in conversing. Negligence in conversing. And the last signal here, which is number 4, is when you are giving excuses when communication needs to be made. You don't just give excuse. You don't just give unnecessary excuse. When your partner calls your attention that he or she need to communicate with you or to rub mind with you, always create time, even when there is no time, to help your relationship and to build a very strong relationship. Now, the number 7 on my list is what I call too much talk or careless talk. As a man, you don't talk anyhow. As a lady, you don't talk anyhow. You talk sensibly, reasonably, and prudently. You don't just talk anyhow to your partner. Okay? Now, let me quickly give you some warning signal under this. When you discover that you can't hold your tongue, that is a warning signal that you can speak or talk, carelessly. And the warning number 2 here, lack of self-control and too emotional. When you lack self-control and you are too emotional, this will trigger you, will push you to talk anyhow. The third warning signal under this point is what I call unreasonable discussion. There are some occasion whereby you and your partner will be together and you have to keep some silence. You don't just talk anyhow. You don't just talk unreasonably. Before you talk to your partner, think about what you're going to discuss about. Not just that you open your mouth and start. No. You talk and discuss reasonably. Okay? I think we are moving faster, right? If you really enjoyed this video, come on, give this video a like right now. Give it a like. This way, how I can know whether you enjoyed this video or not. There's no any other way I can know whether you are enjoying this video. If you are truly enjoying this video, just give the video a like, just a thumbs up, okay? Give it a like, share, and if not, subscribe. Come on, what are you still doing? Subscribe right now. Just locate the red button that says subscribe. Subscribe right now so that whenever I publish a great content like this, you'll be the first to notify and you'll never miss any of my video. Okay, give it a like right now. Just give it a like. Okay, so the number 8 on my list is what I call being too independent minded. There are some occasions whereby you don't need to be proving that you are independent, because if you carry this on your head and you let it start raining in your heart, you will find it difficult to calm down for your partner, to learn from your partner, to study your partner, to examine your partner. Okay, so let me quickly give you some warning signal under this as well. The first warning signal is the act of being perfect, proving too perfect. No man is perfect. We all know that. It is only God that is perfect. We human beings, we are all working towards perfection. So don't be proving that you are perfect. Nobody is perfect. In a relationship, we are both learning. You learn from me, I learn from you. We learn what we don't know. We discover some hidden secret about ourselves, to help our relationship and to build our relationship to grow and to help our relationship to result to a destination. Come on, no one is perfect. Let me quickly give you the second warning signal. Lack of flexibility and uncontrollable. When you think you are independent and you put it on your head, you won't be flexible and you will be behaving uncontrollable. And tell me, when you are behaving uncontrollable, does that really make sense? This is even a warning signal for your partner to know that you are not the right person for him or her. when you are proving too independent and uncontrollable. So you have to be careful, my friend. Okay, so let's move to the next signal. Arrogance behavior. If you discover that your partner is behaving arrogantly, or having a kind of arrogant behavior, this is a warning signal that is proven or having a kind of independent minded, too much of independent minded. And the last one, which is number 4 signal for you to know, is being too proud of oneself. Being too proud of oneself. When you are too proud of yourself, you think you are everything, you know everything. Okay, so you be considering yourself as omnipotent and omniscience. No, it doesn't work that way. It's only God that can bear that name. Okay, no one is perfect. Come on, I think we are moving faster, right? So let's move to the next point now, which is number 9 things that kills relationship. Addicted love to party, money, and unnecessary spending. When you are too addicted to party, going to club, hanging out and partying and all that, when you are too addicted to it, too addicted to money, you're a kind of person that can, get money at any cost. You can do anything, even the baddest things to get money. Come on, use your brain. It is very, very bad. Okay, the first warning signal I'll be giving here is animal party or party animal. You know what I mean by party animal? Party animal is someone that is too addicted to party. When you are out of your senses, whenever you are going for a party, going to club and so other, you don't take advice from anybody, you do whatever things you like. That is a warning signal. And when you like money too much, come on, excessive things is dangerous to humanity. When you have too much love for money, it's dangerous for your relationship, because by this means you might be hurting your partner and you won't know. And this is very, very toxic. Okay, don't put too much love for money. Some people do say money is everything. No, I disagree with you. Money is not everything. There are some certain things that money will never do for you. You have to work it out. Okay, you can't use money to buy traits. You can't use money to buy a personal quality. Let's assume you are a kind of person that doing something wrong, and your partner is correcting you, telling you that what you are doing is wrong, and you are still telling your partner that, come on, you can't control me, I don't think I can change. You think you have money. Let me tell you something. Your partner will leave you with your money and go for a responsible person. Now, the third warning signal in this, under this point is what I call spending unnecessarily. When you are buying things, spending money on things that is not that really matter to your life, that doesn't add value to your life, you should know that is a warning signal that you are too addicted to money, unnecessary things, and party. And the last but not the least, warning signal under this point is what I call when you are too materialistic. This is very, very common between ladies. Some ladies will try to get what they want by all means at any cost. They can go extra mile to get something they want or they need. It's fine. But when you are too materialistic, you won't be able to get your eye off on some certain things. Okay? When you dedicate a particular sum of a month, for a particular great things that will add value to your life, but when you are too materialistic, that money will be spent for another fucking things that will never add value to your life. So take note of this. When you see yourself doing this, things, is a warning signal for you that you are too addicted to some unnecessary things, to some unreasonable things. The number 10 on my list is what I call spurring correction or rejecting correction. We are bound to mistake, right? And we should always stand to be corrected. If you think nobody can correct you, you are wrong. Because we are all human beings. We carry the same flesh. We all carry the same flesh. You are not perfect and I am not perfect. So we are bound to mistake. We might make some mistake that, we just think is a normal thing, and whereas a mistake. So that is why we have to keep a relationship, to examine ourselves, to study ourselves. When, your partner is doing something wrong, you can correct him or her. Okay, and when I too am doing something wrong, you can correct me as well. So nobody is perfect. When you approve perfection, come on, you are wrong. You are wrong. Never reject correction. See, I truly like something about myself. I like correction a lot. When you correct me, I don't just listen. I listen and digest it. When I go to my isolated places, my personal or private place, I will sit myself down, think about what you advise me, and pick the one that will add value to my life and make amendments. Okay, we are not perfect. Okay, me now that I'm giving you some tips about relationship and marriage. I'm not perfect as well, so I have to work on my imperfection. So when somebody correct me outside, I have to listen, okay, and take to if it's reasonable. So let me quickly give you some warning signal under this point before we move forward. The first warning signal is not being flexible for change. When you are not flexible for change, you will behave this way. You will be rejecting correction. When you are not flexible for change and you are not ready to change. So now, warning signal number 2. When you have a nonchalant attitude, come on, this is very, very toxic and it's very, very bad, dangerous for a relationship. You don't, keep or brag on nonchalant attitude. It's turning people off. It will turn your partner off and it will kill your relationship. Now, the third warning signal is what I call Mr., Miss, or Mrs. Perfect. When you are proving that you are perfect, I've made mention of it of recent. Okay, so don't prove perfection in relationship. No man is perfect. So before I move, to the next point of things that kill relationship, I want you to give me that like. Come on, when you are sharing this video, you are helping other people outside there. Okay, so don't be so selfish as I'm pouring this out for you to learn. Come on, also help others. Share this video right now. If you haven't subscribed, come on, do that and give this video a like. Let's move forward. The number 11 things on my list that kills relationship is what I call putting on sad face and being too moody always. Who does that? You are with your partner in a relationship. You always put on a sad face. You are always too moody. You are not approachable. Come on, I don't think I can, keep a relationship with that kind of person. Your relationship has to be lively. You have to, be always cheerful, approachable in your relationship. Don't just, put on a sad face all the time, squeeze your face like somebody that caterpillar heated. Come on, that's fucking crazy, man. Let me quickly give you some warning signal under this so that you can know that when you are doing all these sorts of things, you are too moody in a relationship. The first warning signal is when you are not accessible. When you are not accessible, you will know that you are not accessible. And your partner will be giving you some signs that you are not accessible unless you don't want to take to. Okay, so number 2 signal under this point is what I call you are always moody. You don't put smile on your face. You always look so serious, too serious. Why the number 3 or the third warning signal is you always frown face on little things. On little things, whether your partner just tap you or trying to move closer to play with you, you just frown your face turn red. Come on, try to change. It's very, very bad. It's turn your partner off. Okay, and the fourth warning signal here under this point is when you find it difficult to smile. You don't smile. You never smile. Even if you want to smile, you just and frown your face again. It's not done that way. Come on, put smile on your face. Happiness is the key. Joy is the key. Smile is the key. See, let me tell you one secret about smile. When you put smile on your face, it makes you more beautiful. Whether you are a man or a woman, it makes you look more beautiful. Now, let me give you an example. Watch and judge. Now, I want to smile now, and at the same time, I want to squeeze my face. Tell me when I'm, much handsome. Okay, so let me smile. I'm smiling now. Okay, I'm smiling. Okay, let me frown my face. Come on, judge it. Which one is the best? Now, the number 12 things that kill relationship is what I call Hot temper. Hot temper. If you are hot temper type, I'm sorry for you, because your partner will never enjoy you, and you too really won't enjoy your partner. You know what I mean by hot temper? When you're a kind of person that your blood always hot. You always behave like, inflammable oil, petrol that is awaiting, light to catch up fire. Come on, this is crazy. It's not sounding great. You have to keep yourself cool and calm to study your partner in your relationship. You don't need to be hot temper. Okay, let me give you some warning signals. When you are doing all these sort of things, it means you have, a hot temper. The warning signal number one, to take note of is what I called when you become so angry or angry easily on a mere things. You do get annoyed easily. You become angry easily. You easily get annoyed. Come on, please, calm down. Calm down for the sake of a relationship and your partner. Don't be too hot tempered. Don't get annoyed so easily because of small things. You've catch fire. Who does that? It doesn't make sense, huh? And the second warning signal under this point is what I call failure to control your emotion. Okay, don't be too emotional to get annoyed for the sake of your relationship. Now, the last but not the least things that kill relationship, which is number 13, is when you lack the knowledge of the word of God. The word of God gives lives. The word of God, rekindle your relationship, the light of your relationship, strengthen your relationship, and help you to grow very quickly. Help you both to study and to know each other better than anyone else. When you embrace the word of God, the wisdom, the knowledge and understanding coming from the word of God, you will be so exceptional. Your relationship will be so exceptional. Okay, it helps you to grow faster. Now, let me give you some warning signals under this. The first warning signal is when you fail to know the power behind the word of God. It will make you misbehave sometimes and disregard the word of God. So when you fail to acknowledge the power and the word of God, when you are having that kind of feelings, that means, or that is a warning signal that you don't seek for the knowledge of the word of God. The second warning signal is failure to acknowledge that the word of God is key. The failure to acknowledge that the word of God is key. Now, the last warning signal that I will give you here is the act of disregarding the knowledge in the word of God. What I mean by this is when you don't consider, cherish or embrace the knowledge, in the word of God. This is one of the warning signal. Okay, these are the 13 things that you have to work out in your relationship, that you have to take note of in your relationship. All these points kills relationship, untimely and early. If you omit or disregard any points out of these 13 points, I'm telling you that your relationship is liable to crash or to fall apart within a very short period of time. I want to believe you really enjoyed this video. In my next video, I will be, showing you guys or revealing to you guys 15 things that kills marriage. We are talking about relationship right now, right? So I will be, revealing to you 15 things that kill marriage instantly. Okay, instantly. 15 poison that kills, marriage instantly. So I believe you won't afford to miss out, right? So if you don't want to miss out, click the subscribe button if you haven't done that. Share this video and like this video so that whenever I publish, a great content, you'll be the first to notify. Watch out for the next content. It's gonna be mind-blowing. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed a lot. Okay, so I have to be going now because I have a lot of things to do. I love you guys and care for you. Bye.